today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. And the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Gardner Minshew and the Las Vegas Raiders.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what
The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. It's hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
A loss of 6 yards.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the draw, they go to Geis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Geis, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
Number 30, James
Mario Davis there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A first down throw for Cousins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
4-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by DJ Swearinger.
Cousins again. He'll get that one complete to Connor. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's third down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by the DN, Tanico Autry. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Cousins on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Ball to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And at the 21-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is countered. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown Brown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And here again comes Gardner Minshew. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Minshew on the slant, complete to Hopkins. The 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DeAndre Hopkins, 71 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Luck's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. From the gun, a give to Counter. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Cotter here on first. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Minshew's pass. Complete.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
Minshew sets to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And all the way down to the 35. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 44 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And Stills over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was looking to go back to Stills, and it's 3rd and short.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It'll be Minshew again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew able to find his running back, Geis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Here's Minshew. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a time. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
10. Chargers 7.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
The end of the first.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home the Lamar Hunt Trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Throwing is Cousins. But it's brought in by Washington. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this throw complete to Washington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
Cousins pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and 5. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd.
Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Complete.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a
23 yards on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The ball carrier. Danico Autry on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
a swing pass. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the gadget play gets them into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Cousins to throw it, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the run is Connor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. To throw is Cousins. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to have us down deep into Vegas territory. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Connor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Kawan Williams made the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
17-yard line.
Again, it's Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's another Chargers.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Freeman. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 28.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team, but at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out, just what you said?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Minshew. On the right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Cousins. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Minshew's.
That catch good for only a couple. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Sean Jackson, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Coleman has it here right side. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. With a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now a first throw here in overtime. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off play action, it's Minshew. That's caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. First down, this is Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done, and in overtime go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yeah, a couple of the more memorable ones for sure. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in a freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
L.A. readies for its next possession. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
They wanted to avoid the dreaded fourth down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on third.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to fourth down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third.
First down there, but it's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And now at this point in overtime, they know that they are in field goal range, and 3 points is a must in order to keep this game going. But after that big play, they've got to be thinking bigger. They've got to be thinking, get in the end zone, get 6, and let's get out of here.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. This to Jarwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Passing complete with a flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Cousins again. And it's caught. Touchdown in overtime. And they are Super Bowl bound.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.